Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. I like to come here from time to time, especially when some things need to be made very clear to all of you. I'm going to start by talking about what it means to be a holistic therapist. Being a therapist is someone who is willing to care for others, find balance in others, help others improve their health, mental, physical and emotional conditions. It's that being who likes to listen to other people's problems and do everything to solve it, giving all their own knowledge to help that brother. There are many classes of therapists, many types, and here I am speaking generally. A doctor is a therapist because he came to take care of others. A nurse is a therapist because he brings care to others. So I would stay here giving many examples to mention what it means to be a therapist. All these classes of professions, you can acquire knowledge about them and make them your work, your way of life, your way of acquiring the energy of money in your hands. And everyone accepts that, everyone understands that. Of course, within your world, there are ways for you to have access to some of these professionals for free. Free to you because someone else makes the payment for them, usually your governments. Yes, of course there are those who work for free as a way of helping others, without charging anything, but this is part of it. It is not the focus of these professionals because everyone needs to live. Everyone has a life to take on, they have a family, so they need to charge for their services. So now I'm going to complement it, I'm going to talk about the holistic therapist. He who also learns some techniques, trains himself in them and has the ability to channel the energies that come from these techniques. And I can guarantee that the vast majority don't come into their hands for free. A serious holistic therapist, who understands the role he has in this world, pays adequately to train, because it is training. So why is it so difficult for many people to accept that this is not a job? That's because it's an energy and it came to him for free, and here I make a stop. Did it arrive for free? 99% of the time no, he had to graduate, he had to pay for that technique. But many think that because it's energy you have to give it away for free. So hey, race another lesson, the energy of money is abundant in the universe. So many are now laughing and saying, mine is not abundant. You are not representative of your world. If you don't have the energy of money in your hands, look inside yourself and try to find out why. Because the energy is there, abundant, yes, for everyone. It is as if it is in appropriate places and that those who know how to lead their lives in balance, with faith, with positive thoughts, gain the key to open these doors and have the energy in their hands. So don't think that the universe is bad with you. But this is not the focus of the matter here. So every holistic therapist needs to live, he made holistic therapy his profession. He cannot go to the market and buy something emanating energy for the market owner. Because most of the time, the owner will think he's crazy and won't give you anything if he doesn't give you the currency you use. So why can't a holistic therapist charge? Why does he have to work for free? He doesn't eat, he can't have a family, he can't have a comfortable life because you think he can't charge? The discrepancy you make regarding this type of subject is interesting. You often spend fortunes on beauty, something totally ephemeral and, let me say more, totally unnecessary. But they think it's absurd to pay someone who will be taking care of your body and soul. It's interesting how you distort values. So those here who think that holistic therapists cannot charge for their services, look at your own lives and see, is it abundant or are you counting coins to live? I wonder why? The energy of money needs to circulate, because if a person only receives, and does not donate, they are selfish. They do not think about the whole, they do not think about others. Then you respond, and the one who receives nothing is altruistic, she is perfect. No, she is not. Because she did not circulate the energy of money, because she could even receive the energy of money and not use it for herself. This is being intelligent, taking the money from your hands and passing it on to those who need it. Much fairer than, no, I don't want to receive anything. And what did she go through? Ah, your affection, your care. I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about money energy. So you want to be prosperous, you want to be abundant, but you don't want to receive, and what are you going to donate? So there needs to be a balance in the scales. You work and receive what you work for, it is work, it is not a game to receive energy. So it is more than fair that each therapy, each course is charged. And how much to charge? This is also a very delicate point for many of you. Why charge so much? It's such a small course, why charge so much? So let's say the following, we know the importance of each course, we know where that course will take you, we know how important that course is in your journey. And yes, we value some and others not so much. And who sets course prices? It will depend a lot on the therapist. He who thinks that everything he does is worthless, it can be sold almost for free, he is even devaluing what is passed on to him. It's as if he said, this thing I received isn't worth anything to me, so I'm going to sell it cheap. And do you know where prosperity will be? Locked inside the closet, because he didn't value what he received, he only cared about passing it on. But at what value? Not the value of money, but with what value of the teaching itself? So I say to each of you that the courses have a value according to the importance they bring. Who brings the course? What is the source? The higher the source, the more valued the course. Understand this. So, many here think they can't do anything because everything is too expensive. As long as you have these feelings in your hearts, nothing will really happen. The universe will never surprise you because you always place yourself as victims. I'm a poor thing, that's why I can't take any courses. Then you will be the poor thing forever. So my brothers, abundance is there for everyone. The key to opening the closet has to be one. I can tell you that you all have a lot of gold and that as you walk in an enlightened way, walk in a regulated way, walk towards ascension, more coins will fall into your hands, prosperity will increase. More appears. And the more you feel happy with all this prosperity, the more you look to others, the more you are grateful for all these gold coins, the more coins will fall. Because you are earning it, you are walking the right path to prosperity. God never created a world for you to be in need, but you need to open your minds and stop placing yourselves as victims. Nobody is a victim of anything, you reap what you sow or you are reaping what you sow, that simple. So look at your walks. Is there balance in your walk? Balance in all forms, balance of thoughts, balance of words, balance of spiritual posture. Does this exist? If it exists, you are certainly full of prosperity, because if it isn't, there is something there that is not in balance. And so you grow, you learn lessons. Many people have to go through very difficult situations financially, why? To correct something that is making a big drain on your prosperity. Because that's it, if there is a lack of control, the coins fall, but the drain is very big, so everything that arrives, leaves, and leaves quickly. So the lesson to be learned is to close this drain. And how do you close the drain? With gratitude and with the magic word, balance. Always balance. Many want to have wealth and spend more than they earn. Where is the balance? There is not. So there's no need to complain. A large drain will open in front of you so that you can look with great courage at the wrong path you are taking. And when you learn your lesson, what happens? The drain closes and then all the coins that fall out stay in your life and your life only prospers and your life only improves. Many believe that we give help, that we often change destiny. I'm going to tell you the following, you're the one who takes each of your journeys. I will say more, each step taken with awareness, with balance, attracts what? Prosperity, abundance, and not just the abundance of money, it is the abundance of joy, abundance of health, abundance on the table, abundance of good times. Because you are emanating this, you are saying to the universe, I am grateful for everything and I am happy, I am very grateful. And he continues to feel more and more grateful. And then the universe opens those doors and abundance happens more and more. Where do we get into this? Somewhere. At no point do we find a way to open the door or close the door. No. Because we wouldn't be fair, we would have to do that. If I open the door for one, I would have to open the door of prosperity for all. So we don't do that. Do not consider someone's prosperity as our help, because it is not. You are the one who attracts prosperity. There's only one thing we do, I can't deny that, we attract attention, as you like to say, we scold people. Oh, we do that a lot. And we try to put everything we think is necessary for the person to learn along the way. This we do. It is up to us, masters of each soul, to put the lessons forward at all times, that is what we do. Because we know that if that lesson is learned, that soul evolves, that soul prospers. So we put the lesson forward, and if the soul doesn't learn, we put it again, and if the soul doesn't learn, we put it back, and she may never learn. It may also be that she learns and in and of itself, she herself will have earned the right to gain more prosperity. So it's not us who open the doors of prosperity, it's you with your attitudes, your thoughts, your ways of being, in every way. Now what is very important, do not judge. Do not judge the one who is growing, do not judge the one who is prosperous, do not judge the one who is showing joy for his prosperity. It's not his fault if you don't have balance. So he will live in poverty, why don't you have balance? Now a very important matter, do not confuse everything I am saying with those who have been stealing from you since the beginning of time. This is different. The mass that drives this planet, drives you to poverty, is another matter, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a brother. Then many will say, why does he show off his abundance? And then I ask him, and why does he have to hide his abundance? He's not stealing, he's not doing anything bad to anyone, quite the opposite, so why would he hide his abundance? He can live in abundance and help many. And it will be up to him to manage his own abundance in the correct way, without selfishness, trying to do something for the whole as well. And many don't spread the word about what they do, many do it and no one knows about it. But before the universe, they are fulfilling their role, they have a comfortable life and they help others, they help others. And they also don't need to show it because it's not worth it for them, they do it from the heart, not to be observed. So it's not up to you to judge, under any circumstances. It is not for you to judge those who are thriving, those who are evolving. Be careful with judgments, because this also weighs on the scales for your prosperity, of course negatively. So my brothers, as we have said here and have always repeated, look at your own path, stop looking at the path of others, worry about your life. What are you doing with your life? Forget about the other person's is their problem. It doesn't matter if he's thriving or if he's doing what he's doing. Take care of your interior, take care of your evolution. This is an important subject, and you need to start analyzing very calmly every word said here. Gasaranizara is coming. Many will receive a lot, others will receive nothing. And what will be the difference? Everyone's journey. Then you will look at those who will receive a lot and say, ah, they are the darlings of the beings of light. Be careful with your judgments, because each person will receive what they are entitled to within their journey. Justice will be done on the planet. Those who today go hungry due to their governments will receive, because they go hungry, not by their own decision, because someone higher up defined it that way. Now, when this is not the case, many will receive and many will not receive. And then how will you behave? Will you be irritated? Will you be revolted, because you didn't receive anything? Be careful, because your humility and mea culpa can be so profound that you could win a gift. Now your revolt could take away what little you still have. So I would say that everything is being weighed up. Each of you is being analyzed, you are being monitored, and each of you will gain what is fair for you. Now, the drains still exist. So those who earn a lot and don't know how to cultivate what they earned, the drain will open and everything will go away the same way it came. Now, if you know how to do it, if you know how to build with everything you gain, it only increases. So understand once and for all, everyone has the prosperity that they cultivated along their journey, that they cultivated and that they cultivate. So don't judge anyone. Don't open your mouth to talk about anyone. Even those you know have won dishonestly, what is the use of you judging them? The judgment will be made on himself, he will have his own judgment, you don't need to judge him. So take care of your prosperity, forget that of others. Forget what the other person is doing with their life. And be careful with judgments. Each of you has what he planted. Planted, harvested, planted, will reap. Remember, we do not open prosperity to anyone, you will receive what is rightfully yours, that was stolen from you, that was taken from you over so many lives. And if you don't receive anything, it will be up to you to analyze whether your soul was not one of those that you took from others. Without revolt, just understanding that there is a lesson there and that you can reverse it all, nothing is definitive. Abundance continues in the universe, available to everyone. So know how to keep your lives in balance, know how to keep your minds in balance, and under no circumstances judge a brother. Don't open your mouth to judge anyone. Right now it's the worst thing you can do. And to finish, I wanted to leave a message. Sananda was very explicit in what he said last week, and I want to make another point. Your internet, as you like to say, is no man's land. Nobody owns anything, except those who make it their own to have ownership of something. But let's say that these videos, which are published here and throughout the internet, are not owned. So, everyone can copy what they want and everyone charts their own path. If you copy and post it as yours, you are planting this. If you copy and give the right to others, you are paving your way. If you copy and change as you please, you are also planting this. So don't worry, everyone will reap what they sow. I already said here, our energy does not go into all videos, our energy goes into the videos generated here. When they are placed from the heart, without malice, our energy goes with it. Now, in any other way, our energy is not there, and whoever sows will reap. Only that. And once again, I draw your attention, nothing within this group can be charged, except through the path that has already been explained, which is the sales website. Any other point of demand that you find, do not encourage it, do not continue with it. This has to be very clear, for each one of you in this large group. Listen carefully. You will only fall for it if you want to. Be attentive, very attentive.